All right, and we're back for some more Aetherdrift Standard, that of the Pro Tour variety. So today's deck I'm actually trying out is the number 6 finisher, the Jeskai Oculus deck, played by Kenta Harane, and it's quite an interesting deck here. But before I dive into the deck, just quick reminder, if you want to stay up to date on all the Aetherdrift stuff I'm doing and all the gameplay videos I'll be doing, just make sure to hit that subscribe button. You'll get notified as soon as I post a new video, and you'll stay up to date on all the new stuff as it gets released. So the Jeskai Oculus deck, it's similar to the Azorius Oculus deck that's been around for a little bit, but this one adds red to kind of really help give you extra discard outlets and also extra combat phases, which is key. Plus, can give your creatures haste using Bitter Revolution. But the core of the deck is still getting the Abhorrent Oculus into the graveyard and reanimating it with Recommission and Helping Hand. But we also have some additional help to get it into the graveyard. We've got Steam Core Scholar, Flying and Vigilance, which by itself is pretty nice, but it lets you draw 2 cards, and then you discard 2 cards unless you discard an instant or sorcery card or a creature with flying. Happens to be that the Oculus has flying, and so does this Spyglass Siren, and also the Scholar itself has flying. Then we've got Inti, the Seneschal of the Sun. This one's nice because whenever you discard one or more cards, you can exile the top card of your library and play that card until the end of your next end step. And then whenever you attack, you may discard a card, which is nice for being able to discard the Oculus. And you can put a +1/+1 counter on a target attacking creature. Fear of Missing Out. This is one of the key cards in the deck that gives you an extra combat phase. If you have Delirium, you can untap a creature and attack during the next combat phase. And when it enters, you can discard a card and draw a card. Another way to feed the graveyard with our creatures. We have the Spyglass Siren, which is a nice flying 1-drop, and it creates the map token. The map token is actually kind of key for bargaining the Torch the Tower. So that's something we could use. Nice exile effects against those small, nasty red creatures that deal damage to you when they die. One of the other things too is Proft's Eidetic Memory, which gives you no maximum hand size, and you can draw a card. And then at the beginning of combat on your turn, if you've drawn more than 1 card this turn, you can put X +1/+1 counters on target creature you control, where X is the number of cards you've drawn -1. That goes nicely on the Steam Core Scholar or the Abhorrent Oculus, just beefing them up and making it really tough for your opponents to beat. Plus, then we have a little bit of bounce with some bounce off and 2 copies of Spell Pierce. Into the Floodmaw, and then 2 copies of Spell Pierce as an instant. And a lot of these instants, we're not going to get them back once we cast them. Those kind of become food to exile to the Abhorrent Oculus if you have to just hard cast it. Then the deck runs 22 land, and that's pretty much the core of it. It just get big stuff out quickly enough to take out your opponents and begin to create Manifest Dread creatures with the Oculus. So let's go ahead and hop on the ladder, cast some spells, reanimate some creatures, and see how we do with it. Okay, so we are on the play. Being interesting. And do I keep it? I think we'll keep it. We have some early counter magic if it comes down to it. We should be able to draw into some stuff. I like that we have the Helping Hand, Recommission, and the Oculus. So let's go ahead and keep it and see how we do. Plus, we have the Thundering Falls. We can maybe get some stuff into the graveyard right away. All right, let's roll with the falls. See how we do here. I think I'll keep that. Having 3 lands is pretty good. We have to cast the Oculus. Okay. Ooh. Let's go ahead and stunt their advance. Dinosaur. Okay. they're rampant. Yeah, this must be a dinosaur deck. We'll go ahead. Keep that at bay as long as possible. Past the Eidetic memory. And now they'll start to get some stuff out. Yep. Okay. Nice. We got the bitter reunion. We can discard our Oculus and then reanimate it. Discard it. And then recommission it. We'll be able to give it haste too. Nice. Wow, that's a heck of a start right there. Let's do Fear of Missing Out. Transform that, or flip it face up. Oh boy. That's a nice combo there. Okay. What do we have in the graveyard? We've got enchantment, sorcery, instant. Turn this face up. That would give us, yeah, that would give us Delirium. Oh, but we don't have a way to discard. Yeah. Ah, we can cast this. Hopefully get a creature or something. Oh, nice. There we go. That face up. And go ahead and attack here. Put the counters on the full attack. So they have an Omniscience, but what is it? It's going to be able to save him from 10/10 flyer with another combat phase coming. Let's see what they do here. I can tell you, this is definitely one of the best starts I've had with this deck, testing it out. So glad it decided to show up on the first game. And we just got to see what they want to do. Go ahead and get those counters again too, because it's also another combat phase. Yeah, that's a pretty strong start there. We'll take that one. Okay, so we are on the draw this time. We do have ways to discard. Yeah, let's give it a shot here. Okay. Our land. We're playing black. Okay. So one thing I noticed about this deck is it does. See, that has Toxic one. If you don't have ways to protect the creatures, like with our bounce spells or spell pierce, our creatures do die horribly to black removal, and some of that stuff happens to be exile stuff, so it's kind of an issue. Cast the Inti. Ouch. Okay. How do we want to do this? We could do, yeah, Fear of Missing Out. Spyglass Siren. Pitch that to the graveyard. Or, let's see, could do Bitter Reunion. Yeah, let's go ahead and, well, we need a blocker too. I think we do have to do Fear of Missing Out. Discard the Oculus. Okay. Let's see, this enchantment, when it dies, return that card to the battlefield. Okay, so we might be able to use the Torch's Tower to exile it, although looks like they've got the Rot Priest going. Yeah, there's the exile effect. That's really good against our Oculus. No block. Okay. Yeah, I think we gotta go with the Bitter Reunion. And let's go ahead and attack. Yeah, we'll pass. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and bargain. Actually, I'm gonna do that. Bummer. Okay. We're gonna take lethal here. That stinks. Oh, that was a rough one there. Okay, nice. We are on the play. Yeah, let's give it a shot. And we'll go ahead and do the Spire Bluff Canal. Go ahead, get rid of that. That way there's no damage dealt to us by anything. Nice replacement. That's pretty good too. Let's see. I think I'll just go ahead and torch it. Yeah, at least we're getting our bounce spells. However, we gotta start to establish our strategy as well. Oh, nice. Okay. That's this one where we attack. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and play that. We'll get our Oculus. And we'll go ahead and do a Seneschal of the Sun. Let's see. What do we have in the graveyard? got instant, creature, and sorcery. So let's put the land. Oh, clicked on the wrong card. Darn it. Well, if it dies, it'll go to the graveyard. So. Okay. I just don't want to play anymore. We had a good start there. That's pretty good. Even if they would have killed that, we would have been attacking him for 7. And if that would have died, that would have given us Delirium if we would have gotten it. We also would have been able to save our card too with any of our bounce spells, so that's pretty good. Okay. Oh, nice. One of my better opening hands. Got the lands. We have 2-drop. We can discard the Oculus and then reanimate it on turn 3. Then we can use the Inti to put a counter on something. Let's go ahead and keep it. Alright. Good old Lana War Elf. Now go ahead and do it. You're missing out. Pitch card. It's pretty good. We're playing Domain, or one of the Overlord variants. I'll have to keep that Spell Pierce in mind. Yeah, go ahead and do this. Go to combat, attack, discard the Oculus. Then we'll reanimate the one of those. We'll do that. Okay, let's go ahead and put that on the Oculus there. I'll go ahead and attack here. I think I'll put that in the graveyard. We can play the Reef, and we'll go ahead and we'll pass the turn. We can flip this face up. Okay, sweet. We got a nice start on that one too. Okay. Let's see, we do have some card draw. I think we can go ahead and keep this. Give it a shot. Delirium. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and throw that in the graveyard. Get our Delirium going as quickly as possible. Wonder if they'll be able to outrace us. Ooh. Let's say Golgari Delirium. Those are kind of cool. So yeah, we'll go Fear of Missing Out. We'll ditch our Oculus already. We just need some kind of reanimation. We'll be in good shape. What do they take? That helps us. Okay. What do we need? We have an enchantment creature and a land, so we needed to have an instant in the graveyard. We can do that with Inti. Let's go ahead and do this. Go ahead and do a... We'll bounce that back to their hand. That'll give us Delirium. We'll be able to attack. Put the counter on the creature. We'll ditch a Shivan Reef. And we'll attack again. Yeah, go ahead and do that. Alrighty. Go ahead and attack. And I think I'm going to go ahead and play that. Throw that in the graveyard. We'll cast a Steam Core Scholar. Gotcha cards. And we'll ditch a creature with flying. Okay. Looks like they're a little mana hungry. They haven't dropped their next land yet. Ooh. Go ahead and attack you. Now we'll go ahead and cast both our Spyglass Sirens. Now they have Delirium now. They got their third land. Okay. Well, let's see if we can put it away here. That'd be awesome. No blocks. We'll take damage. We'll go ahead and put some counters on the Siren. Let's see here. We'll keep that. Sweet. Okay. That was a good win. Nice. So that was the Jeskai Oculus deck. Did pretty well. Did a lot better playing on screen than I did when I was testing it out. One thing I noticed about this deck is that I had mentioned it in some of my games that it is vulnerable to black removal and a lot of exile effects too that can affect the flow of the deck. That's just something to watch out for. So if you can, if you're able to, just select wisely how you use your bounce spells and then the spell pierce. Also, sometimes this deck, I've noticed that it can be susceptible to bad card draws where you just get land flooded when you're drawing cards with the Steam Core Scholar and the Inti and Fear of Missing Out, and also Bitter Reunion and Proft's Eidetic Memory. sometimes you just end up drawing into just a bunch of nothing. So so if that happens, you know, you do at least get other discard fodder. Like if you're sitting with a ton of land in your hand, you can use that to just pitch away and not have to worry about what goes into your graveyard. So, but other than that, though, it's solid. You saw we got off to a really solid start in several of those games. So I was pretty happy that we were able to grab that on screen. And of course, the deck does have a sideboard. And since it did play in the best of 3 at the Pro Tour, got the Ghost Vacuum, 3 copies of Destroy Evil, 2 Negates, a couple Pyroclasm that are pretty good, the Filgari Silex, Brotherhood's End, and then nice Chandra Spark Hunter. She's actually pretty decent. I'm surprised they didn't have one in the main deck, but she lets you sacrifice an artifact or discard a card to draw a card, which is pretty nice. So that just feeds in nicely with the discard element of the deck and being able to pitch our Oculus. So that's kind of a nice touch to the deck. So I'm going to go ahead and leave a link to the deck list in the video description if you want to check it out. This is the 6th place finisher for Pro Tour Aetherdrift, and it was a fun deck to play. So it's just something that one thing I've learned though too is just got to be careful with your sequencing and just get a lot of reps with it and you'll be good to go. So if you want to check it out, that deck list there. But I think that'll do it for me today. I'll be back again soon with some more Aetherdrift Standard. But until next time, everybody, y'all take care. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you next time.